Good, happy Saturday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, Boston rally over more than 25 arrests made during protests. Let's take a listen to the video. Sorry about that, we have no video. Sorry about that. Most of the crowds have disappeared in Boston after the controversial free speech rally ended, before it ever really begun. But some lingering crowds continued to clash with police officers near Boston Common. Boston police announced the rally was over about 1:30 p.m. after rally-goers were seen leaving the area. One of the planned speakers of the free speech rally said the event fell apart and the crowd cheered as police were seen removing flags and other items from the bandstand at the Boston Common. The rally was met with overwhelming oppositions as thousands of people gathered on the Common and another 10,000 marched to the area of Roxbury. Many feared the free speech rally would actually be white nationalist rally, similar to the one that erupted in violence and left a woman dead in Charlottesville, Virginia last weekend. Organizers, however, reportedly disputed this comparison. Several verbal confrontations were observed between counter-protesters and rally attendees as they tried to reach the bandstand. Eventually, however, the free speech rally organizers left. A few dozen people had gathered to on the bandstand for the controversial rally, but reporters observed them departing around 12:45 p.m. A few minutes later, police were seen taking down the flags and other items that the rally organizers had hung on the bandstand. Police encountered the rally attendees out of the area, but physical conflicts were observed and phalanx of officers in riot gear emerged near Emerson College as a show of force to quell the crowd. At the same time, the white supremacist march began to reach the area of 10,000 or more participants who were led into downtown Roxbury by organizers, including Black Lives Matters and Mass Community Action Network. As many people began to disappear, a small number of rowdy protesters came face-to-face with armed officers near Tremont and Boylston Street. The officers were trying to make room for police vehicles to pass through. Officers in that area were seen taking small number of people into custody, restraining their hands with handcuffs and plastic ties. On the Boston Common itself, however, a panic atmosphere took over the struggles, tossing beach balls, banging on bango drums, and playing raging music. The permit for Saturday's free speech event at the Boston Common came with tight restrictions, including a ban on backpacks, sticks, and anything that could be used as a weapon. Police also installed additional security cameras and barriers around the Common. Boston Police Commissioner William Evans said that 500 Boston police officers on bikes, on foot, and undercover were scheduled to be at the rally, with more officers available if necessary. Governor Charlie Baker said 200 state troopers would also be available. Evans said additional security cameras were set up. "27 arrested during day of protest," officials praise largely peaceful results. Let's take a listen to the video. from WCVB Boston.
We have poured everything into this show. Cars, culture, love. Oh, in the face! Go with me now!
I thought the men and women of our department and all the other agencies who helped us performed really well. You know, it was a long day, it was a hot day, and, you know, the separation worked well. When we went to move them out, there was a little bit of a confrontation. I think you've seen public order platoons come out. That was the plan. As you know, I was hoping we wouldn't have to bring them out, but I thought they did a good job moving that crowd. That's what they're trained for. Sometimes it doesn't look pretty, but that's what they're trained for. And I watched it, how it was done, and I thought they did a great job. I was witnessing bottles being thrown at them. I was seeing cones. I was a lot of insults, but they held the line well. And overall, again, everyone did a good job. 99.9% of the people here were for the right reason, and that's to fight bigotry and hate for the most part here today. We knew we were going to have some people who were going to cause problems, and we had to make, the latest is 27 arrests so far today. Most of them disorderly, a couple assault and batteries on police officers, and other charges. But overall, I thought we got the First Amendment people in, we got them out, and you know, and no one got hurt, no one got killed, and we don't really have a whole lot of property. In fact, we have no significant at all property damage to the city. So, great day for the city, and I'm really impressed. We probably had 40,000 people out here, you know, standing tall against hatred and bigotry in our city, and that's a good feeling.
Okay, and there you go on that report. That was Boston Commissioner William Evans talking at a press conference after the events happened today. Highway signs, here's Eclipse to warn against distracted driving. With all the interest in Monday's solar eclipse, the Maine Department of Transportation is using a rare occasion to keep drivers safe. Starting Saturday and running through Monday afternoon, electronic signs placed along I-295 and I-95 will flash this message. Don't let solar event eclipse, safe driving. NASA estimates that approximately 500 million people will be able to observe the eclipse, either total or partial, on Monday afternoon. That number includes 391 million people in the United States and 35 million in Canada and 119 million in Mexico. In Maine, the eclipse is expected to begin at 1:29 p.m. At the end of the day, its safety message said Maine DOT spokesman Ted Talbert, "We're just having fun with it." DOT is urging drivers not to stop along the highway during the eclipse and not look at the sky or wear eclipse glasses while driving. This is not the first time the agency has used humor to promote safe driving. Last February, electronic signs posted the message, "Love is blind, driving is not. Focus, people." And we're following some breaking news in our newsroom right now. Second police officer dies from overnight shooting in Central Florida. Kissimmee police say. Authorities in Florida say the second police officer has died a day after he and a colleague were shot during a scuffle with a suspect. The Kissimmee Police Department says Sergeant Sam Howard died Saturday from his injuries. His colleague, Officer Matthew Baxton, died Friday night after the attack in the neighborhood of Kissimmee, which is located south of the theme park hub of Orlando. Kissimmee Police Chief Jeff Odell said Saturday that Everett Miller was arrested several hours after the shootings late Friday. And that is it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday night. I'll see you back here tomorrow with more news. Good night, everyone. Bye.